Those of boldest blood and wildest of heart step forth. Take up arms and try with honor to land a blow against me. Whomsoever nicks me shall lay claim to this my arm. Its glory and riches shall be thine. Should you land a blow, you must seek me out yonder, 1 year hence, to the Green Chapel, and let me strike you in return. Who is willing to indulge me in this game?
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
God damn it!
Yeah, okay.
Hey, welcome to Bastard Quest.
Hey,
Hello,
I'm the Game Bastard, Kyle,
I'm Todd.
I'm Corey.
I'm Austin.
and we're going to play the Green Knight.
Yeah. It's our first game.
I
Yeah.
saw that movie.
Good.
We saw it. We
That will
all
aid
we
you.
all saw it, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good flick.
Very
I
good.
liked it.
Yeah.
So,
Got,
if you
Dev,
s-
Dev Patel,
Yeah. Marlon Brando.
Martin Freeman, CCH Pounder.
Oh, Dustin Diamond. He was the
Hey,
fox.
Yeah. Screech was brilliant.
So, yeah, this is the Green Knight. This is a promotional role-playing game put out by A24. And if you're wondering what this role-playing game is about and you've seen the movie, then you know. It is about a group of characters on a pilgrimage to the Green Chapel to see the Green Knight.
Really, the crux of the whole story is you just don't challenge him.
That's right. That's the correct move. The winning move is not to play.
Yes.
We know the moral before the story this time.
Yeah, if you didn't see the film or are familiar with the what was considered a poem back in the day?
Yes.
Written?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
so-
romantic poem.
Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically one of Arthur's knights steps up. A weird tree man comes in. Is he an ent? Is that
So, okay.
It's not an actual tree man in the poem.
No, in the it's part of the Arthurian cycle.
Right.
Gawain and the Green Knight. It is actually I want to say that all of the stories of the Green Knight come from one copy, one existing manuscript that was found in like the 1800s.
right?
or
They didn't
something.
have printers.
In some random right. No. But most of
It wasn't written in the notes on someone's
No.
iPhone.
but most of the saga, like the
Dost
Beowulf
thou have more toner?
and King Arthur's stories, there's multiple copies and spread in libraries over Europe. In the Green Knight, there was only one.
right.
So it's remarkable that it survived. But the Green Knight, there's not a lot of detail given to him. The interpretation in A24's film is really cool. I really like it
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, he's an ent.
He is.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So
Fucking walking
Much better
tree.
than Sean Connery.
in medieval thinking, green is the color of nature, but it's also the color of
Evil.
Envy.
evil, the devil. If you see a lot of medieval tapestries, you'll see the devil, which it might have some of the characteristics of what we think of Satan, like horns and something, but they'll always be green almost. They're never red. They're always green.
I'm glad that changed because like metal bands would have a lot of problems.
It would be very different.
A lot
There
of
would be
green shirts.
a lot of crossover
Yeah.
between metal bands and bands that play Irish jigs.
And logos
So-
for insurance firms.
So the Green Knight, from the point of view of a medieval person, it would be much more ominous than it is today. It basically, like, if it was written today, it would be called the Hell Knight, possibly, or,
Right.
Yeah.
something.
And was written with very different morals in mind.
Yes.
As the movie kind of highlights.
Which, the Arthurian cycle is very much the Marvel verse of chivalry. Knights did not actually act like that, but
Right.
it is the goal to which to aspire. if
Well,
you're-
I think knights of that period probably had very good PR people.
yes, yeah.
Sure.
Well, knights are kind of like samurai in that they are lionized and romanticized hundreds of years after they were all, basically no longer doing their trade. So everybody has a character. They're partially pre-generated.
So basically the kit of the Green Knight role-playing game is kind of like the starter kit for
A typical,
a typical role-playing game.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. Briefly, to talk about the rules, the Green Knight is not just about overcoming challenges and defeating foes. It is about doing so without succumbing to the threat of dishonor. Every time you finish resolving an action on your turn, the GM will tell you whether you have been punished with dishonor or rewarded with honor. So the core mechanic of this game is that you have a dishonor score. It starts at 10, and everything you do will either increase your dishonor or decrease it. If you get to 20 dishonor, you lose.
Your head pops like scanners.
Yep, it explodes. They implanted an explosive at the base of your skull before you left Camelot. And Merlin
It's
is
the
monitoring
medieval.
you.
It's the medieval
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But that's the core game. So the characters are going to go through a series of encounters, and how they act, determines their journey to the Green Knight.
And that dishonor is also the difficulty for when we're
Yep.
actually making action rolls, correct?
Yeah. So the only dice in this game is a D20.
Sounds like that.
Yep, sounds exactly like that.
Ooh.
If you're trying to do something and it's honorable, you want to roll over your dishonor. So if it's starting the game, it'd be 10. You want to roll more than a 10. If you're doing something dishonorable, you want to roll under that.
Man, story of my life, just constantly trying to roll over my dishonor.
Yeah, Todd, speaking of your dishonor, what character are you playing?
Okay, so I am the Bard.
Okay.
My name is Mick Peasbottom. He's a singer, a songwriter, and a puss hound.
Well,
Okay.
His appearance, picture a medieval Robert Plant.
sounds about right.
Gotcha. So,
So
Robert Plant.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Just
Or-
Robert Plant.
Or anybody playing at the local shit tavern.
Yeah.
The background questions. Where were you when you met the Green Knight?
Yeah, so apparently the Green Knight was just bopping around town, right?
I mean, just everywhere.
Unlike the film, he just went straight to the king.
Yeah.
I think it could
This
be.
is probably one of his like early tries.
Yeah.
You want to get it right before you go to Arthur.
Exactly.
You don't want to go to Arthur and be like, I'm the Green Knight. You care for shit. I'll be back.
Fuck. It's kind of like that scene in Birds
Line.
of Prey when
Yes.
Huntress is like practicing her like shadowy look in the mirror.
Ah, yes, that classic Birds of Prey scene.
That's a movie I've not seen.
I assume we're talking
I've
about
seen it.
Alfred Hitchcock's Birds of Prey.
I remember zero of that movie.
That's okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for the exoneration, Austin.
Sean Penn plays a camel in Birds of Prey. Is that true? Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Now, I think it can be assumed that the Green Knight visited us all separately and simultaneously.
Yeah.
He's got powers.
That's one of the conceits of the game is that we'll get into it in a minute, but yeah.
Okay, so where was I when I first met the Green Knight? I was performing in a talent show.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why did I strike down the Green Knight? He said my songs were bad.
Imagine if that's how every open mic guy was. He just, so yeah, it's not that great. Strike thee down.
Just beheads them right there.
Off with his head.
He takes his $150
Green Knight's
fucking
just-
Martin
yeah.
knockoff and just brains people.
Green Knight's just in the crowd.
What did I do in the year between then and now? I was creative and I fucked.
Well,
Okay.
all right.
And my virtue
Yes.
is I'm very generous
Okay.
with my seed.
You can just say generous.
Okay. And my vice, obviously, is I am very lustful.
Yeah. Makes sense. You're a
that.
bard. You're a musician.
So the Green Knight, imagine he was there doing spoken word, right?
Yeah.
It was a
Slam poetry.
Yeah.
He gave the challenge that Kyle read at the beginning of the episode, and it was like 5 minutes before anybody realized he was actually serious.
There was just golf claps, and he just didn't get off stage.
Oh,
A lot of snaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bunch of dudes in goatees.
So, Corey, who the hell are you?
Man, I'm y'all's just y'all's friend. Been hanging out with y'all for a while.
I mean, it's been a minute.
No, I chose. So there were 6 archetypes.
Yeah, there's a couple archetypes you can choose from.
Yeah, I chose sorcerer, and my sorcerer's name is Toby. Last name Larone. He goes by Tobe. He goes by Tobe for short.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's from Switzerland.
Yeah.
it's a neutral country. Tobe was he was a former intern to Merlin.
Perfect.
Yeah, things did not work out. I'll get to that in a second. Where were you when you met the Green Knight? Tobe was at his buddy's Derek's house.
Okay.
Why did you strike down the Green Knight? Derek and I ate too much of an edible, and he freaked us out hard.
Makes sense.
I mean, imagine that. And I don't even do weeds. But I could picture how weird it would be.
You know
it's
what's-
weird sober.
What's great is so far you're describing nothing that couldn't have actually happened
Right.
in the Dark Ages.
Sure.
Derek is a
Or-
very old name.
They didn't have gummies, but they had
No.
like brownies.
They
right?
had weed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think that's something that could happen today.
Yeah.
Right. What did you do in the year between then and now? Tobe hung out at Derek's.
Well,
Yeah.
And my virtue and my vice, this will, he's a sorcerer, so wise is the virtue.
Sure.
And this will all make sense as to why he hangs at Derek's and is a former intern to Merlin. His vice is he's lazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
just hang out grooving to Mick Peasbottom tunes.
Which is just because Mick's there in the corner.
Yeah, right.
you
I
know.
just-
Austin, what do you got going on?
So I chose the class of knight,
Of course you did.
the brave knight. But he's a little simple. So my character's name is Bo,
Sir Bo.
Sir Bo.
Is that BEAU or BO?
No, it's Bo.
Okay, got it.
B-O-W.
He's really
Right.
just winning all the contests.
X in there.
So I was a squire for Sir Stratton.
Okay.
Of
And
the inn.
Of the oak mark.
And I took up his shield, and all of his stuff when he was struck down.
Okay.
Sounds like you're from
Okay,
southern
Bo.
England there a little bit.
And his appearance, he looks like a thumb, like a big thumb.
Big dumb thumb.
So where was he when he first met the Green Knight? I was looking for a smith to resize my armor.
The correct answer was Cleveland.
Sir Stratton was he was a slight fella.
Spindly.
Why did you strike down the Green Knight? He told me to.
Yes, well,
Okay.
you got to
Yeah.
do that.
I mean,
And then what have you done in the year between then and now? Well, I found a smith to resize my armor.
noticing a trend.
There we go.
What's your virtue and vice?
Well, I'm trusting. Vice is wrathful.
Oh, okay.
Rawr.
Oh, that took a turn.
So I'm your buddy, but I
Don't cross him.
get mad every now and
You
then.
got that idiot anger.
Yes, that's what we're looking for.
Old short fuse bow.
Yeah. So one thing that the characters do have that we're not going to get into the weeds on is they have various abilities and skills. If you're familiar with D&D,
Special moves too, like a
Yeah.
Haruken.
special moves like they have more broad abilities like courage or intellect and more specific skills like
Cunning,
mysticism,
charm, might.
yeah, or authority. They're also going to have special moves. For example, here there's a character they didn't pick called the Noble. Here's one of his special moves. Noble's favor, always help others, but make sure they never forget who supported them. Which means that on your turn, you may favor one character at a time to show your support for them. Anytime your favorite character succeeds in an honorable action, you may remove 1 point of dishonor.
There
If
you
they
go.
commit a dishonorable action, you gain 1 point. So, basically, the special moves will allow the characters to generally,
Yeah.
bend the rules.
And we
of the game.
all chose these things for our characters as well. And,
Yes.
and we're better in some abilities and skills
Yeah.
than others. But we'll get to that when it is needed.
And we should probably also mention that we each have an inventory of stuff
Yeah.
that we can use.
Yeah, they have some stuff.
Relevant to our classes.
Relevant to the classes.
Tobe's got edibles.
I believe the bard comes with a shotgun.
Calls it his magic
Yeah,
stick.
yeah. No, this is not a high magic game, so nobody's gonna have like wands of fireball or boots of flying or any nonsense like
One
that.
of my options was literally Banefire, where I create fireballs.
Really?
I didn't choose that one. I'm stupid.
Totally should have picked that one.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, Mick loves to drink Fireball.
It's
But that's really, as far as being a sorcerer, that's the most
Fireball.
magic shit.
the booze of
There's
kings.
a lot of magic shit. Yeah.
Are you guys ready to face the Green Knight?
Yes.
Bo has a little catchphrase he likes to yell whenever he goes on an adventure or starts an adventure, and he just says, Bo, go.
Bogo.
Okay. You find yourselves at a tavern where many roads meet. Almost 1 year ago to the day, each of you was visited by the mysterious Green Knight. Although you were miles apart, it seems that these visits occurred simultaneously. You all harmed the Green Knight in some way, with the Knight's promise that he would return the damage done to him 1 year hence. Now, shortly before that year is up, you meet at the beginning of your journey. Over the course of the night, you exchange stories. You agree to go on this quest to the Green Chapel together. Some party members more begrudgingly than others. The night passes with anxious revelry. Then in the stark morning light, you get the first clear look at the other members of your party. You will face your destinies together.
Just want to point out Tobe was the begrudging one.
So this
Because
is
he didn't really remember what the deal was.
Right?
he was kind of high.
Yeah.
Encounter 1, an overturned cart. Only a few hours into your journey, the familiarity of the tavern, let alone your homes, has faded long into the distance. The woods on this path are like nothing you've seen before. Mysteriously gnarled branches, dark foreign shadows, and a cold wind surround you. You're focusing so much on the eeriness that you almost don't notice the overturned cart right in front of you. The cart looks to have been the subject of an ambush. Arrows stick out of the side of the cart. Peasant bodies litter the road. The scene is quiet, maybe too quiet. What will you do? So the first thing we do is everybody gets a point of dishonor because you've been delayed.
Oh.
So your dishonor goes up to 11.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah, well, you know,
You've
Green
been
Knight,
dishonored because of a delay.
Green Knight don't play.
Yeah.
We were tardy.
What a dick.
So this is where initiative comes into play.
This is more, they should just call it demerits.
So does anybody have the authority skill?
Tobe did have it, but he fought authority, and authority always wins. So he does not have it anymore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have courage and authority, you can make an authority skill check to determine initiative. So does anybody have courage?
Yes.
Okay, so you get a
Not
plus 2.
lick.
So basically, you're just rolling D20 right now to see who gets the highest to determine the initiative order.
Yeah, there's only one dice in this game, and it's the 20-sided
It's a
dice.
D20, yeah.
Yeah.
So all of us are rolling?
Everybody's rolling.
Okay.
Here we go.
Todd, what'd you get?
7.
Corey?
I got a 19.
Fuck.
I got an 18.
And once you've all taken an action and we start a new initiative turn, you will take a dishonor at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
So you're the encounter leader. So after everybody did everything, if you choose to continue the encounter, well, you're going to take a point of dishonor, period. But you would essentially
We all
decide,
did.
huh?
We all did, right?
At the beginning, yes.
Yes, okay.
But like the next round of the encounter, if you decide to stay, you essentially decide if they will take more dishonor or not.
So if we stay, we get more dishonor?
Basically, okay.
That's an initiative.
So there's an encounter,
Yes.
and there are initiative rounds within that encounter.
Yeah.
At the beginning of each new round, you
Right.
take dishonor.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are
We don't
completely-
take additional dishonor for the different moves within the encounter, correct?
Unless you fail
Unless
or
you
act
fail.
dishonorably.
Right, right.
Yes. If you're like, I stabbed the peasant, for no reason.
Let me tell you, fellas, I've stabbed lots of peasants in my day.
So we're all at 11, right?
You're all at 11. So, Corey, you're the encounter leader. You're all in the forest. It's quiet. It's too quiet. There's an overturned cart in front of you. There's bodies. What is Tobe doing?
So Tobe is it's weird that he got the most initiative because he was the last to notice this. So he sees that and he's like, that's an overturned cart. There's arrows and deads. Fuck. So that means there might be more bandits. Fuck. Hey, Knight, kill them if they pop out.
What?
Kill the bandits if they pop out, okay?
Bo kill.
Right on. You're my friend.
Really?
Yeah, you're bloody brilliant, man,
Oh my
mate.
God.
Oh, love you.
I think I recognize one of those peasants.
Oh no, who is this? Not your brother, is it?
No, I think it was a fan.
It's not Derek, is it?
No.
Oh.
What do we do?
I guess the best move to make when you come across deads is to just act like you don't see them and just kind of keep walking then.
Okay.
Slowly, but keep your eyes peeled, mate, my friend.
Should we bury them?
Absolutely not.
Wait, lads.
Digging is dumb as hell.
Lads,
Hey.
I got a song for this.
Oh, bust it out then.
We saw a lot of deads. It really fucked with our heads. We're walking through the woods. Dippy dippy dudes.
I forgot to mention Tobe is a great beatboxer.
So what is Tobe doing? Just he taking any action to try to resolve the encounter?
So can we can we take a closer look at the cart? And
absolutely.
So is there anything that would give us any knowledge as to who would have attacked? Does it just seem like it's bandits and whatnot? Do I need to roll some shit? Am I doing okay at this so far?
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to do a Dark Ages CSI,
So it appears.
Get out your black light.
So I think okay, this is what Tobe's gonna do.
Okay.
He's gonna get closer. Come with me, there, Tim Tom or whatever, Thumb Boy. What's your name, Bo?
Bo.
There's a thud as Bo pulls his warhammer out and just drags it along the ground behind him as he follows
Hey, come with me.
Tobe over to the wagon.
Let's see if how long these blokes here have been dead. To see if they're cold or warm. I touch them.
Okay, so you're basically investigating the scene.
Yeah.
What ability or skill are you using here? I mean, it sounds like intellect.
Yeah, I've got a +2 in interlocking things. I got +2 in intellect, so I'll go intellect. So I need to roll, right? Since I'm touching.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And it's this is your turn, so you're the only one who can take an action, basically.
And thus Tobe did inspect the scene. Oh, this one got stabbed in his spleen.
Do you have any
It's pretty dope.
skills that would apply? I could see reason, vigilance, or intuition, possibly.
I've got intuition. But I mean, I have a one of my abilities I highlighted was intellect, so I get a +2 on that.
Definitely intellect. Yeah.
Okay. I did not highlight reason.
Okay.
Seemed to be a stupid thing to think
No,
about.
that's fair. So it sounds like just intellect +2 is all you're gonna get. So mechanically, this seems honorable to me. Dishonor is 11,
That's correct.
so you're gonna try to roll over it, and you have a +2 to your roll.
Okay. I got an 11. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's a 6. I got a 8.
It's quite the
so I guess I'm
really
like,
took us
like
on a journey there.
poking them dishonor.
With a stick.
Hold on, mate. Let me see if it's how long they've been dead, and I'm just kicking them. I can't tell.
Unless you want to attempt to use your virtue to reroll.
So I take a point of dishonor for missing that. Right?
Unless you use your reroll.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, then yeah, your dishonor goes up to 12.
Okay, because I'd imagine I'm going to do something else stupid.
Yeah, why is this dishonorable? Is it because you're being disrespectful to corpses?
I guess. I mean,
You decide. You can tell us why Tobe
Oh.
is fucking this up.
I think his vice being lazy, he didn't go up and like check pulses, anything like that. He literally just kind of poked him a little bit, and
Yeah.
not the nicest way of checking dead. Might have. He also kind of looked to see if the bandits had left any jewelry.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's looking for a little loose change.
Yeah, you know.
So okay.
Edibles be expensive.
So he doesn't find any valuables.
Okay.
So that.
I would imagine not. They got robbed.
Yeah,
and
they've
murdered.
definitely been robbed.
Yeah.
Tobe is up next in the encounter.
No, I'm Tobe.
Oh shit. Bo. Tobe. Bo. You guys use the same basic letters.
You should have been bought.
Bo is standing numbly in the middle of the woods, while Tobe definitely isn't ransacking these corpses for money.
The death of these peasants was egregious, but now they're eternally playing croquet with Jesus.
Was Jesus around back then?
Yeah.
Okay, that had already happened. Okay. Just wanted to make sure where in history we are.
Christmas Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
Kind of feel like it's a bummer I spent me Christmas at Derek's.
What does Bo do?
So one time, Sir Stratton and we came across dead bodies and we buried them.
Well,
I want to bury them.
I'm gonna tell you here, me mate, me best friend I've ever had in me life.
So if you're going to start burying the bodies, I'd say that's honorable.
I'm more concerned about who killed these blokes and if they're gonna come and get us now.
They're dead. We bury them.
Okay then.
So
Bo buries them.
courage and endurance.
I have both of those.
So since he has both of those and he gets +2, is that +4?
It's +4.
Wow, that's cool.
So your dishonor is 10.
That's
11.
Okay. That's okay. Check out this roll.
Well,
11, I assume, is what you're trying to beat.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat 11. That's a total of 22.
22. Okay. So that is honorable and you succeed. So your dishonor is reduced by 1.
So Bo takes his warhammer and he just makes a very deep gouge in the dirt.
I thought you were gonna pound them into the ground.
Well,
They're buried if they're just missed.
hang on.
Oh Lord.
He very gently picks up all the fragile little bodies and puts them in each of the places and puts the mound of dirt back over them. Then takes his warhammer and flattens the dirt over each one.
Yeah.
Thump.
Well, as long as you don't see their innards rupturing, I mean, it's fine.
And his heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
And so Bo did return the bodies back to the loam, depriving a meal of all the forest creatures who made the woods their home.
Oh.
So Todd, it's your turn, and as Bo's crude burial occurs, you notice off to one side a group of men watching all of you. They're not well armed, but they're not unarmed. They're a bit emaciated, somewhat rough shape. They've made some efforts at camouflage. They're carrying crude weapons, pitchforks, but they also have some bows and arrows.
Real quick, is there like if it's not our turn, like is there like nothing we can do until it is our turn?
You can interact with,
Right,
You
you
can
can
talk,
talk and stuff.
but
Okay.
you can't roll dice.
Gotcha.
So it put 2 and 2 together. These are probably the gentlemen responsible for the dead. They look like they're at something of an impasse, trying to decide what to do here.
One of my abilities is charm,
Okay.
and one of my skills is persuasion. So what I am going to do is try to persuade these gentlemen
To fuck off.
I'm going to try to persuade them that if they let us pass, then I will write a song about them so that they will be remembered throughout the ages.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So Nick approaches. One of the taller one, cloaked, stops you. Halt!
Yes, my good man. My name is Mick Peasbottom. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I forgot that was the last name.
He looks at some of the men about him. No, not particularly.
Let me just say, my good man, that we admire the work you've done here.
The murder.
Yes.
I mean, it's really top notch. It really is. It's top notch. I've not seen an attack on the peasantry ever quite carried out with such skill and cunning.
Well, they didn't want to pay the toll.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I am so impressed and inspired by the work you've done here today that I am going to compose a melody, a song that will live through the ages. You, my friend, are about to be eternal.
Okay. That's I know what most of those words mean. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can. He's into it. I mean,
Yeah.
roll your dice. This is definitely dishonorable, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Do I go ahead and take one or no? Not yet. Right.
Yes.
Okay, so
you're
I'm
going to take one whether you succeed or not.
Right.
So go ahead. So roll first.
Okay. So I've got a +2. I've got a +2 for charm and a +2 for persuasion.
Yeah. So you're going to try to roll under an 11. And so you're using persuasion. So basically, you're going to have a -4 to the result of your roll.
Okay.
So if you roll a 10, your result is a 6.
All right. I rolled a 10,
-4.
just like you said.
Yeah. So you succeed. He thinks this is great. He says his name's William. They're enforcers on this toll road, and he'd happily let your group pass. I mean, you're famous.
It is true.
Reduce your dishonor or increase your dishonor by 1. He also mentions that one of the offenders escaped and they're still looking for him. If you find him in the woods and bring him to them, there will be a reward.
Well, what kind of reward are we talking here, mate?
So he takes out an engraved mace. It is wrought with finery. It's a fantastic weapon. It says, "You find him, I'll give you this." Now, it is clear from this exchange, even to Bo, that these are obviously bandits. Like, there's no way this is a toll road. You're in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
right? They've definitely committed murder and are
Yes.
definitely want you to bring back the guy that get away so
Right.
they can kill him. But that is the end of the first initiative round. So, Corey, it is your choice as a player, not as Tobe, whether to say, "Hey, we're done here," and go on, or further resolve the situation, whatever you think that might be. Have you guys done all the honorable things?
We buried him.
Yep.
I'm working on a song about them.
I mean, unless the other honorable thing is just murdering these motherfuckers, it might be avenging the death. But what do we know about these peasants? What did they contribute?
They were, I mean, murder
we know
is
they-
against the law.
Yeah, but were they the peasants?
Yeah, I mean, these guys were just obviously farmers.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know their life story, and that's fucked up. I don't want to judge everybody. Just think this is not Tobe thinking. This is Corey evaluating it from. I hate these games. Don't get to see the people, see what they look like. These guys look stinky. They look like a bunch of stinky ragamuffins.
Yeah, I mean, they're emaciated. They've spent a lot of time out of doors. It looks like guys that have been hiding out in the wilds for a while.
Okay. I'm going to murder them.
So you're going to take another action. Cool.
I'm going to attack them. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
take.
Bo's hammer because he's ready.
Yeah, I look over. Bo, mate, me bestie for life. Did these blokes you just there buried? These dirty peckers out in the woods. I don't think English people would say peckers in the.
No, probably not.
These dirty fucking cunts out in the woods.
That's very English.
Out in the woods there. They's the one who did it. These is just farmers. They was just doing their duty. Just walking through trying to feed a goddamn family. This makes me pissed. As much as I don't like moving, I want to hurt these. I would at least want to beat them up.
Now,
Bow down.
you do know, I'll tell you up front, attacking with surprise is dishonorable. Now, that doesn't mean you can't attack them.
Well, I didn't say this was surprise either.
No, that's what I'm just specifying. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you accusing them first? Like,
They've already we've overheard them talking to.
It is obvious to your
Mick.
characters that they are bandits.
Yeah. So
that they murdered these
I have
dudes.
this conversation with Bo, and I'm like,
Sure.
like
it's a strong word.
he's got him there distracted. Like, I don't think it's right what they did to these here people, and I don't think you do either, because you just buried them. You did. All right.
Bow down.
I shout towards the shit people.
Sure.
Hey there, we're gonna attack you. What you did there wasn't right. These people, they weren't doing nothing. They were just trying to get the goddamn cabbage, and that's not even slang yet.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mick is thinking, oh, great. I love the fact that I persuaded these gents to let us pass without incident.
Well, I'm going to be very honest. Tobe is hoping that Bo does everything.
So, are
Bo,
you trying?
strike!
So, do you want to? What is your intent here? Are you trying to get them to surrender, or
We definitely. I mean, I think Bo looks pretty intimidating,
he is a knight? He's in armor.
and I'm rocking some wizard gear,
You look weird.
looking fucked up.
Sure.
Yeah, looking like they don't even know what goth is yet, but I'm that.
I'm going to take out me loot and provide the soundtrack to the battle.
Okay.
Better be ready to hit him with that loot then.
Not
So
this loot.
I'm not sure if this is relevant.
It's a Gibson.
Whenever I have the special move of bodyguard. Your presence is enough to tip the scales sometimes. By standing tall and being seen, you inspire an ally with confidence. Anytime I succeed in action, which I did, you can grant one character a +2 bonus to any courage, might, or charm skill actions on their next turn.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if Corey is trying to get them to surrender, I would say that would be an authority or authority or intimidation, depending on how he angles it.
Okay.
So we'll just say in support of what
Yes, I'd say that would qualify.
Tobe is saying.
Yeah.
Bo holds up his warhammer and just from still standing by the graveside says, "The little girl had a dolly."
Jesus.
Yeah. So, Corey, do you have courage, authority, or
Absolutely
intimidation?
not.
Okay. So, your dishonor is what, 12?
I'm at 12. Yeah.
Oh, this is the beginning of the initiative, so you take another dishonor.
Ooh.
So yeah, you got a +2 though from Austin. That's
Okay,
neat.
so I'm gonna shout at these fuckers and say, "All right, here." This is not a shout.
Who the fuck did this?
This is how Tobe Larone shouts. All right, fuck. Look what you did something wrong. We want you to lay down, and we'll call the cop. We are the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fuck you up. Look at that. We got big. We got Big Bo. We got me. What do you think this markings are on me head? It's I've got powers. And then we got a dude who sings things. You can either tell you what here. Lay down your weapons. Tell us you're sorry. Go over and kiss the grave, each one.
We get it.
Yeah. Because it's not right. And then we're going to tie your hands behind your back because you're rude. And then you need to go marching back to Camelot.
Yeah.
I want you to go straight to Arthur. I want you to go and I want you to kiss his little pinky's toes. And roast beef. I want...
Sure.
You fucked up, son.
So you're trying to get
You
them
mess with the wrong bastards.
get them to surrender, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You're trying to roll over a 13?
Okay, so Austin's powers gave me a what?
+2 to your
And
roll. To your roll.
Okay, cool. That's a 19 plus 2.
Nice.
Yay.
Excellent.
That's 21 to our mathematically stupid listeners.
So you can tell that some of the bandits are looking at Tobe and smirking, and then William, the leader, directs them towards the giant standing behind him,
Right.
with the warhammer, and they say, "Okay." No, it sounds quite reasonable. He's a very scary man. I mean, look at the size of him. He looks like a giant thumb got stuck to somebody's shoulders.
It's really weird, isn't it? And he just dug graves with a damn hammer.
Yeah, so they
Real
start
quick like, too.
dropping their weapons and
Oi
Wait,
there,
I have
Mick.
themselves
Oi
over.
there, Mick.
Yes.
Grab them weapons there if you could. Be a doll.
And so the bandits decided to go, for they shit their pants at the sight of Bo.
and so they one of them, William's
pretty
still
dope.
looking at Mickey. We still get the song right though.
Yeah, I'll give you a song.
So Corey, that was honorable and you succeeded.
Yeah.
So your dishonor goes down by 1.
Hell yeah, I think it should go back down by like 3, but cool.
Austin, it's your turn. The bandits have been disarmed. They've given themselves up. The bodies have been buried.
Bo walks among the surrendered weapons and kind of picks them up and examines them and
The only one that's really exceptional is the engraved mace that they had.
yeah. So just kind of holding it like a baby. Bo walks over very close to the leader, stands right over him, and with courage and intimidation abilities and skills, both, says, "Where'd you get the mace?"
Yeah, this is courage, intimidation. He's pretty scared of you. So +4. And what is your current dishonor?
I'm trying to beat 11.
Okay, roll D20.
Oh, fuck. It's bound to happen at some
Here
point.
we go.
Do you want to invoke your virtue?
Yes, I absolutely do.
What's
Because
your
he's
virtue?
trusting. He believes what the man tells him is
Sure.
going to be the truth.
So that's a reroll.
So let's...
What's your
Oh,
virtue again?
Trusting.
Oh, trusting. Got it.
I got a 7. +4 is 11.
Okay, so
Checks out.
It does. It does
Thank
check
you.
out. Your dishonor is reduced by 1.
Excellent.
William sheepishly explains that they stole it from a tomb.
What was the name on the tomb?
You're certain they cannot read.
Shit.
I got I wrote the song for you.
Yo, drop that shit.
So it is Todd's turn.
The bandits were brave when leaving peasants in stitches, but at the first sight of Bo the Knight, they folded like little bitches.
Got their asses. Drag them.
I have one of my abilities is intellect for a +2, and one of my skills is folklore. So I'm going to roll to see if I can look at the mace and determine where it was from and what it is for.
Pretty sure it's for bashing.
That's honorable. I'll say that's honorable. What's your dishonor?
12.
Okay, so you want to roll a 12 or better. What bonuses do you have?
+2 for intellect and a +2 for folklore. I'm going to use my bardic lore to roll twice and take the preferred result.
What's
There you
his
go.
roll talkies say?
So here we go. I got a +2 for intellect and a +2 for folklore. My dishonor is 12, so I need a 12 or higher.
And you get +4.
That's an 8 + 4 is 12.
Now, did you increase your dishonor by 1 for the start of the initiative round?
I did not.
13.
Oh.
All right, so I need a 13. That's a 12.
Yep.
But I'm going to call upon the gods of bardic lore.
Gods of bardic lore.
And
Nice.
take another shot at this. Oh, that's a 13.
There you go.
+4, too.
17.
17.
So, this is the Mace of Saint Cuthbert.
Oh.
It's used for smiting evil.
So we know. So do you?
I think we need to keep that, lads.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
know where it comes from, though?
No. Mechanically, what this means is because he was successful, you guys will not get dishonor if you keep the mace.
Okay. Okay. Cool. What about all the other shit though? Like the shit. We need to get all the shit that you stole off these farmers. We're gonna get it back to their families, right?
I think that would be an honorable thing
I
to
think it's a
do.
nice thing.
And if we take it back to the families of the fawners from which it was stolen, perhaps they have a daughter that I could spend some time with.
Or a milk.
So, the Mace of Saint Cuthbert.
Yeah.
When you use it with melee combat, you get another +2.
Dang.
Do you have melee combat, Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would basically make your melee combat a +4.
I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bo's probably the best.
That's
person to
probably
go.
right.
Oh,
That's the-
Todd, that was an honorable action, so your dishonor is reduced by 1. Now, Horace,
Hello.
you're the encounter leader.
Yeah.
Back at the top, your dishonor increases by 1.
Fuck.
So, do you wish to continue in the encounter or move on towards the Green Chapel?
Oi there, William. William, my dude. At this point, we've already bound them.
Yeah.
Or tied their hands.
Yes.
We've taken the stolen objects that they've gotten from the farmer.
Yep.
We've got the mace of Bert.
Cuthbert.
Yep.
Yep.
St. Cuthbert.
Yeah, and I think we've all around been real nice to everybody involved. We didn't. I just want to point out we did not turn loose the thumb on you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't want to see the thumb wrestle.
Right.
Yeah,
No, he's a giant man thing.
he'll break you in two, mate. This is what I'm saying to you. Take your ass to Camelot, post haste.
Yes, sir.
Turn yourself in. Let them know you talked to us.
Okay. Right. Cheerio. Chip, chip. English words.
Yeah, walk on then, and be nice. Quit robbing people. If you need something, call me.
I'm shaming. Now, is this an action?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm saying things. I don't know what.
Well, an action is.
You want me to kick him in the rump as he walks?
No.
Okay.
An action is we're rolling dice. What I mean is your party continuing on to the Green Chapel, or are you trying to get more from this encounter?
I don't know what else we could get from this other than.
So you're trying to conclude.
Look, there's no wrong answer, right?
No, I
mean,
understand.
There is a wrong answer.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I don't know what else we could do here. So I think moving on, we buried the people.
Yeah.
Got their belongings that we're gonna get back to their family. Oh, wait, hold on, wait a second. Do you know any of the names? Did they have IDs on them?
Oh no, the only one we knew was Aldo.
Aldo.
Yeah, but he got away.
All right.
He's hiding out in the woods somewhere. We're
All
gonna
right.
find him and kill him. I mean,
No, we
tax
did
him.
not with your hands tied and you done fucked. Why are you gonna say such things?
we were gonna. We're not now.
You promise.
Past tense.
You promise then.
Yeah.
All right.
So we can give all the weapons and belongings.
Yeah, if we
to
run into Aldo.
Aldo.
Yeah.
Now, finding Aldo would require an action.
I'm just saying if we bump into him.
You're not. If you want to find Aldo, that does take an action.
We know who Aldo is. We can ask around when we come back to get the shit back to the families.
If you come back.
But there's no way we're coming back. So it doesn't matter. But at least we're thinking about it.
Sure.
We're nice. Yeah, I think we end this encounter and move on towards the Green Chapel.
The woods are quiet once again. You begin to make your way past the wreckage as you wonder if you have made the world a better place or just pushed this ever-spinning wheel of violence forward. So this is Judgment phase. Judgment is impartial, does not care about individual actions or intentions. Tally the encounter results below and announce dishonor points lost and gain for each result. All players should mark the final change to their dishonor on their sheet.
Cool.
Honorable results. Find Aldo and let him go. Didn't find him. Find Aldo and give him supplies or protection. Also no. Eliminate the bandits as a threat. Yes. -1 dishonor to everybody.
Yay!
Cool.
Dishonorable results. Bandits are still at large. No. Aldo is still scared in the woods. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
+1 dishonor.
Fuck! This is a stupid game.
It's a push, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help deliver Aldo to the bandits. You did not do that. Aldo dies. No. Loot the dead bandits. You didn't do that. Rob the living bandits. No, you did not rob them.
No, we're good.
Technically, you did not rob them because you're going to return.
No,
the
they
stuff,
turned
so-
it over willingly.
Yeah. So, Corey, what's your dishonor?
I'm still at 13.
Austin?
10.
Todd?
12.
Not bad. It could have gone worse.
Just fucked up because I was being nice.
So you rest and recuperate after your encounter. Your vices and virtues reset. Does anyone wish to use atonement to try to spend honor to elevate the esteem of their fellows, taking 3 dishonor points upon themselves to remove 1 from another? You should not want that.
I don't think we should be doing that. Okay, so I think that thing is if somebody is in real bad shape and somebody else is
Yes,
not.
it
But
is.
we're all still,
You guys are okay.
we're just kind of shitty.
So that will conclude our foray into the Green Knight RPG from A24 for this session.
Yeah. I feel like we'll be better next time.
Yeah. Here's a little prelude. The next encounter is called The Fox.
Encountered some bandits on the first day of our quest, but now it is time to build a fire and get us some rest.
Oh,
Todd missed his calling.
it's so good. It's dope.
Well, thanks for joining us on Bastard Quest. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Check out Todd's SoundCloud. I'm Corey.
I'm Austin.